Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So Shaunie O'Neal seems to be settling in her new role as First Lady of the church called the Lighthouse Church and Ministries, and outside looking in, she seems to be settling in very well. First Lady and former basketball wife, reality TV star Shaunie O'Neal Henderson spoiled her new husband, who is Pastor Keion Henderson, for his 42nd birthday. The celebration started at his church, where he is senior pastor at the Lighthouse Church and Ministries.
Give me an attitude because I wouldn't let him go in certain doors. Like, it's your birthday. Kind of. Not really, but it is. It's today at the church.
Now, his actual birthday was on July the 6th, but the early birthday celebrations started at his church, again at the Lighthouse Church and Ministries, on that Sunday on July the 7th. And it was real nice, y'all. But before I show the video of the birthday celebration, because this is really what this video is about, seeing Shaunie O'Neal Henderson as a first lady of a church instead of a reality TV personality has been different. As a first lady of a church, she seems very open and transparent about her feelings and thoughts. And I think as a first lady, sometimes of a church, you're expected to be that way.
I don't know how to be anything but. And it's interesting now. I realize at this point in life that even though I did TV since 2010, people don't really know me. You know, I did not share who I was and how I was molded into the person that I am now. So, you know, everything somebody thinks is pretty much just a perspective of a few minutes of TV time. So I think that this space in my life, Bishop said something the other night where he said, I can respectfully tell people to just go to hell. That he said it, not me. He said it. I'm just repeating what the bishop said, but that is in my spirit. But
you felt that in your shana.
And I love people. I had this conversation with Sarah, and I was like, I love people. Like, I'm a hugger, and I really do love people, but I have this thing where I do keep this little bit of a shield around me, and it's just a protective space because of things that I've been through and seen and the trauma I bring. And I can even go back to what Pastor Keion was saying about letting go of guilt. I have not been able to do that. Like, I was a single mom for so long that it was me and my 5 kids, and I did everything. It was just me. And my youngest is 17 and she's home with us, but I still feel guilty leaving and not being there for everything because I was there everything for so long. So I'm working on that. I'm not there yet. But as far as like the perspective and the expectations that people have of what a first lady is, I asked him, I said, what is the biblical translation of a first lady? Because it isn't one. It isn't one that I found. Maybe I'm wrong. I ain't a pastor, so I don't know. But I don't even love the title. You know, like I don't require people to say lady. Y'all can call me Shaunie, it's fine. But I think that I just don't try to meet any expectations and remain who I am, because that's the real, and people will gravitate to real. I'm only gonna gravitate to what I feel is real. And what I feel, if I feel you believe what you are saying to me, and you believe what you're trying to make me be, I can draw into that. Otherwise, fake, we see the fake, and I just can't.
But I don't know if it is her newfound role that she has as a first lady, where she wants to be transparent she wants to be real and vocal with the church community, because I don't really remember seeing her having this type of persona while she was on Basketball Wives. And then I don't know if anyone else can agree with that we've never really seen her as transparent about her thoughts and feelings and just speaking her mind until now. I don't know if being married to Shaquille O'Neal, which is her ex-husband, was so traumatic that in the past this would have stopped Shaunie from opening up about her current relationship.
The divorce was the best thing that happened to me.
Because you be the authentic self.
It was the best thing that happened to me. It was hard. It hurt. I was angry. All the emotions that come with it, absolutely. But I know that it was what I needed to do. Not just to get to this moment, but who I became, the lessons that it taught me. Just even becoming the woman that I am and learning how to function in this world the way that I function. It was because at the moment that I decided to leave a situation that was literally sucking the life out of me, that has developed me. It was meant for me to go through what I went through.
But it seems now Shaunie has, or maybe she still is just processing things, and that she is also healing from her past marriage. And I know that's been many, many moons ago, honey, but you know, sometimes that trauma, it can just carry over if you don't deal with it or you don't know how to deal with it. But being in this new marriage with this new man who is Pastor Keion Henderson has allowed for Shaunie to open up.
Keion is the same way with me. He does not play about me, and he protects me. And he was very open in saying when we first got married, the same thing. He was like, listen, you do this first lady or don't do this first lady thing how you want to do it. Yeah. And you figure it out. You take the time. Actually, Lady Sarita told me never even try to attempt to meet the expectations, because once you try, it'll never be enough, and they'll keep expecting something else and something new, and so don't give them any. And I've been priding myself on that, but Keion has been very, very supportive and always had my back in that space. And so to what Sarah was saying, I think that's also extremely important, especially in ministry, because it ain't easy. I tell them sometimes, I said, sometimes I'll get up there and people's faces are just like.
For the bear. The reason this woman is sitting on my left now is not because she's beautiful, because I think she's beautiful, and not because she's smart and I think she's intelligent. I remember when I got a divorce and I thought I would never be in front of a room like this again. And I laid in my bed depressed about what I thought the church was going to do to me. And she rubbed my head until my hair started to grow back. Until I felt strength again. Until I felt like, if I just have the audience of one, it's better than the audience of thousands. And I never will forget, her dad counseled us. And I was low on myself because I was the pastor that went through divorce and so I was low on myself. And he said something that snapped me out of it. He looked at her. Everybody know who her husband used to be. He said, now this is my son. And he said, I don't want to see him go through hurt anymore. And he looked at her and said, and don't forget, he's Shaq in his world. I said, you're right. You're right. I forgot. Because you got to have somebody outside of you to remind you about who you were before you went down. And I heard his language in her. And when we did counseling, your dad will tell you this, we were up there for 6 hours and 5 of it was them talking. It was them talking. And her father was dying, and he was translating to her what her father meant when he was trying to get closer to her. He looked at her and said, your dad's leaving. See, those kinds of things brought us together. Yes. Those kinds of things made me feel like I can trust this woman, because you ain't never heard about it, about the shape I was in when she met me, and you won't hear about it because this is my dog. Yeah. Right? And so that's why I feel we have a bond, and that regret of losing that, because I never had it. And losing that is too big of a cost for me.
maybe Pastor Keion Henderson makes her feel safe enough to the point where she feels like someone genuinely has her back now. You know, she feels safe. She trusts him enough to help her at the moments where she is being transparent and vulnerable and opening up. It makes her feel like she has a safe space, because I can only imagine, you know, that that's not easy when we are so used to seeing Shaunie in one way, which is on reality TV. And, you know, she was attacked so many times because of the negativity that came from her show, The Basketball Wives.
I want to pause for a second and give my wife these flowers, because on that, she still has her day job as a producer, but some of the cast members from her show will actually be in church. Okay. Now, let me tell you why that's important. Because I know my wife's mission is to not abandon what she started, but to redeem it. And this is the problem with the church. The moment we get saved, we run away from everything we used to do, away from everybody we used to be with. But the Jesus that I serve went back. And he redeemed those who were with him on that journey. You're not saved because you can't hang around people who are not saved. You're saved when you can be around them and not transform. Come on, talk to me, somebody. If you really got the Spirit of the Lord in them, you should be able to be around them, minister to them, and not judge them in their sin, and minister to them so that God can change them around. Now, I know everybody doesn't believe that.
But now we're focused on this new person, this new part of her life, this new journey of being a pastor's wife and a first lady. So, you know, for me, her life is just different, it seems. So in going back to Pastor Keion Henderson's 42nd birthday celebration, his birthday was on July the 6th, and his early birthday celebration included Shaunie throwing him a surprise party at the church that they attend and that he's senior pastor of on July the 2nd. From the video, it looks like he enters the office at the church, which was decorated. They had church service that morning because July 2nd was on a Sunday, but his actual birthday was on Thursday, July the 6th, and then it was like they concluded after service with a birthday bash. And you see Shaunie has changed clothes. She's in a white dress, and honey, she's trying to line dance, LOL. But the caption of one of the videos that she posted on her TikTok account reads, "Happy birthday to my husband at Pastor Keion as you celebrate another year of life. I want to express my love and gratitude for all that you do, your unwavering support, your unfailing kindness, and your presence in my life has been a source of strength and joy for me on your special day. I want to let you know how much I treasure our bond and cherish our moments together. I am so fortunate to have you in my life, and on this day, I wish nothing more than to share a million more with you. Happy birthday, my love." And then, honey, they end up closing his birthday with a vacation to Capri, Italy. So before I wrap up this video, you know, I think Shaunie is being authentically herself. I love this new for her, but I would hope that she wouldn't change who she is with the foundation of who she is for a man, but make the change because she genuinely wants to make a change in her life. But I don't know, y'all leave your thoughts. Do you agree with Shaunie being a pastor's wife, a first lady? But at the same time, honey, she is still promoting her reality TV show, The Basketball Wives. She got to keep the coins coming in. But also, do you think that her husband, Pastor Keion Henderson, helped her with her past traumas from her ex-husband, Shaquille, even though that was many years ago? But leave your thoughts in the comment section of this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
Because you got a husband or a wife don't mean God gave them to you. He'll let you choose your own spouse. But when God picks somebody for you, he pours his oil on it, and the gates of hell shall not come up against it. I remember when my wife and I got married, she'll tell you this. I said, "Baby, I love you, you love me. Where are we going? What are we doing? What are we trying to accomplish?" Because when love is tested, then you submit to the mission. When them butterflies ain't there no more, and when somebody get on your nerve and you get on their nerve, you got a mission to go back to, and the mission keeps you on track. You can't just date because you like them and they're cute.